What's up, one laddies? My name is Chad, and welcome to the What If Zuko was the Transformer. I'm not talking about like the real world like Transformer, the one that stores all the power. No. I am talking about the Transformers from the animated series. So, in this alternate timeline, the Decepticons wins over the Autobots. And the planet of like the Krypton or that planet, this one, Cybertron. I did the Krypton as a joke, so please don't hate me for it. So yeah, so the Transformers' homeworld was dead. And so, yeah. Every robot that was on it went offline. So, yeah. The yeah. So they did conquer Earth and forced people into like slavery things. And one of those humans, her name is Zumi. She ran away from them. She went into a cave. And as she looks around for anywhere to hide. So she hides behind him, but somehow when he activated, or no, actually, when she touched him to look, he actually activated. And then, let's say there was Blitzwing and that guy. Yeah. So, that went into a cave, look around to find her. But then when the Zuko was, as of course Zumi snuck away, but until she got noticed by him. But then, yeah, so both of them tried to grab her, or one of them did, but the Zuko, the Autobot, went and killed both of them. As, yeah, right then and there. As he looks at her, as she's terrified, and if he's a Decepticon or Autobot, as he slowly walks up to her, and instead of like grabbed her right then and there and crush her, he bent down on one knee as he tells her, "I am the Autobot named Zuku Midoriya, or Zuku. Oh. Oh. And nice to meet you. What's your name, young one?" She says, "My name is Zumi Midoriya. My parents let me get away from those bad guys." Huh, I see. Decepticons and yeah. So then he goes out. He runs around as he like one place, or let's say there was actually a couple survivors that don't want to be imprisoned by the Decepticons, and they had the Optimus Prime they looked up to. Like, his Allspark was, or actually, his body parts were falling off. Oh. Or he went offline for. But little did they know, the only person, or the only Allspark that they had, or that the Decepticons thought they destroyed, was that one. Because and who had it was none other than Zuko. Oh, Prime. As he goes up, and they thought he was the one of those Decepticons, and they shot right at him as he's dodging the guns and Zukas. As or actually, yeah, I took the offline back. He had some of the servos, like his in around his like side of his chest things, like this part, and he was so badly injured. As he says, he says, "Cease fire." Here. Zuko, is that you? As he says, "Yep, one and only." As he gets Zumi out first, and then he transforms back. As he does like the salute thing. Good to see you back online. The yeah. So you might be wondering how did we all get to this point? So let's go time travel back in time before. So he went back on the on their world, this world right here, Cybertron. Zuko, or no, yeah, Zuko was the he was a engineer. Like he can, or he remembers all the blueprints for everything. And yeah, he could build a space bridge and without any like lifting a finger. Yeah. So then yeah. So he was working and he was good friends with Megatron. Before he became a Decepticon. And yeah, then a whole war broke out, and him and rest of the remaining Transformers, or actually, Zuko puts that inside of his chest, or like into his pocket universe thing. And so they walked around on a bunch, like him, Bumblebee, and Blockhead, or whatever his name is, was both of them walked around, or drove around, and they get separated. When Zuko returned, earned back with finding out that his friends Bumblebee and him were offline. Not dead, but so he drags both of their bodies to safety. And then he pretends to go offline, or sleep mode, until rewoken. So yeah, then that happened. No, yeah. Zumi woke him up, and yeah. So let's get back into the present. As Zuko says, turning to Ling, or Zuko's apologizing for her. We got ambushed when I found those two home and went offline. And the Decepticons were, yeah, well, meant the, yeah. So they were like, we only need is the Allspark, but it got destroyed by the Decepticons. And as he says, as his memories came back, oh, hold on, as Zuko reached into his pocket universe and pulls out this. Do you mean this? And the Autobot, or like him, was like, wait, you had that the entire time? We all thought it got destroyed by. No, before we left, I took it. As he uses it and like healed all my, or no, heals the Optimus Prime. Hey, Mom. And yeah. So then yeah. So then the remaining survivors are like, man. So then I'm putting it back as he puts it back into his pocket universe thing. And yeah, he fixed like Bumblebee's servers before, and him to got both of them back online. Hey? Yeah. So then So 4 out of like all the Autobots. So he goes around destroying the facilities of the Decepticons and freeing the the people from it. Plus, they also, or he found him, Lugnut, and his dinosaurs robot things. Long time no see, as Zuko says that. So then But when they got to the final one, because he destroyed all the other ones and saved them, and plus, Locke was like Grimlock. Or actually, Grimlock says, I really like you. Every single time. So, when he got to the final, or when they got to a final facility, there was Ultra Magnus. And it's laying there, broken. And as Zuko was also the repair bot. So he rams him and like with his robot arm, as let's say because the humans went in, as let's say there was a couple of the Decepticons like SteamCon was there, as he's about to kill Zuko, as he runs, or he tries to run from it, holding Magnus. But then the Steam's about to take him. And yeah, he threw who? Yeah. So the hammer responded in to some bravery as it punched right through a hole through him. And he puts the hammer inside. Yeah, and he puts, or back at the base, he puts Ultra Magnus down. As, yeah, he one thing, I can fix him. As he grabs one or actually he had a visor, or like this one right here. Yeah. And he pinpointed where it was. And he fixed him up. As he grabs one of the Allspark things. He grabs that and like coated it so that and when he went from this back into this in no time's flat. Yeah. So yeah. As he says thank you. Who? Who? And tell me, how did you who manages to survive all that? Name. I can and do anything that way. So everyone's free from those like imprisonments. And in one of those was that Zumi actually had her parents back. So then so all the humans There's only a couple left that yeah. But the Bakugo and Todoroki ended up, we're still dating her. Yeah. When the first Transformers went on to the, like, before that happened, the Zumi, that's Izumi, Zumi was pretty powerful. Well, so she was born with a fire breath, one, but she ends up getting so many, like, men, like Bakugo, Todoroki asked her out. She was so cute when at age of 3 to right now. She's at age of 15. And those boys are still, like, yeah. So now it is time for him. So he goes in, and let's say the Starscream, this guy right here, this one, not this lunatic right here with a robot arm, but this one, the Starscream, like, comes in a halfway point, and Zuko just took care of it. Turned Starscream offline, and he did not have the Allspark in his head, so he completely went offline. So then he, like, went right through the door. As he runs up, as he says, Megatron, Zuko pulled out a special sword and stabbed right into so ending his and the Allspark, or the spark inside of him was dead, as all the Decepticons, or remaining ones, there was about 2. There was Black Arachne and the Long Arms. I forget his name, so let me look that up. Shockwave, that's what his name is. Yeah. Sorry. So Shockwave was, and Zuko takes care of both of them. Or actually, let's just say Zuko took both of them as prisoners. Or actually, yeah. So then Zuko ends up went back with them. And he freed most of the prisoners. Like all of them now. So, yeah. So, let's say the remaining people, one of the, of course, Momo, Ochako, and everybody else. Yeah. So then the Zuko, I won't say them, brought him back. And the his name, Momumi says, how should we get back to our home? Because our planet is dead planet now. We don't have a space bridge. And the owner of Magnus, as this guy ends up saying, we don't have one. I agree with Bumblebee. Okay? Let's just make a new world to live in peace with humans. Okay? Not more than. And he puts down, or actually Zuko says, or actually he walked up, and he carves, or he draws the blueprint for a space bridge, because he actually has photographic memory of building, because he was the only one that built the space bridge. And so he walks up, he transforms the Autobots, or no, actually he used pieces of the wreckage. And he wires it. Okay. And the Destructicons, or the two robots that you see in the animated series, so yeah. So these two, in this what if, wasn't like Decepticon, more like the they built the space bridge, or they helped him build it one. And yeah, he built one so fast that even the Autobots didn't even know that he built one. As he okay, in order to activate it fully, as he transforms, as he drives him to a gas station. As he puts a barrel through, and then through, as he fills it up, Azumi is like, "What are you doing?" Well, I have a little gift for. It's a little surprise for the rest of. Yeah, so. Okay. So then he fills up 3 of them as he runs and as he fills up the space bridge with enough oil thing or gas or fuel that even as he programs it to beam Automan or Transformers into that universe or back into their home world. He decided, or he actually used special trick to reactivate the one from the other side. Hang. So yeah. So then alright. So they were like doing something. They were planning to do all that stuff. So then he gets as he as let's say all the Transformer or Autobots were gathered in one place, as he says, "Oh, good. It might take a couple years to build one in the space bridge, but we can do it." As the Optimus Prime says, "Don't be respectful. I kind of have something, a little gift for all of you." Okay. You have to close your eyes and with me. And they follow him as when they see, or after I do a countdown, you will open your eyes, okay? 3, 2, 1, open. As they see a space bridge already built. As everybody's like, "What the heck? How did you build one and so quick?" He I had the photographic memory, and with some little help from our good friends too, as they points to both of them. So yeah. So then basically one of them says, "Oh, that's hey, yeah. Without him, without their help, that's why, hey, man, as I knew that you're skilled enough to build up a space bridge and program it too. Yeah, I used the remaining scraps of the robots or the Decepticons. So so yeah. So then all the Autobots left, and he thought they were gonna get killed, but then when the yeah, and Zuko looks over at her as he takes in the one final time, as he like, picks her up and hugs her the as he says this is the final goodbyes, as he puts her down. Okay? As he leaves, jumps through the portal, as the as she says, "Come again, I can't say as long thing." Yeah. So then they went back onto their planet, and yeah, and he brought the Yellow Spark back, and yeah, the and he did do one thing. No, because it needs fresh, like, oil or gas or fuel. One of those. So he goes in as he uses that to restore that back to its prime thing. And yeah. So then he walks around. He got every single robot back online. And as they could not believe. He knew exactly what he is doing. Yeah. So, yeah, then so a couple of years have passed. Zumi is now adult, and she is married to Bakugo and Todoroki. And she had kids. like one has the fire breath with explosions, and the other has the fire and ice breath, huh? And the explosions, and yeah. So then the kiddos ends up, or their mother told her the whole story of the the how the Autobots saved the day, and yeah. So then the yeah the was now promoted. Zuku on that planet, he gets promoted to being the next Ultra Magnus, huh, called Ultra Zuku. Yeah. And he was the nicest robot in the world. And no one became a Decepticons because the how nice he is to everyone is like, yeah. So he was a pretty good, yeah. So, yeah. As the, but he had a one special power inside of his robotic body is that he's also the same thing what the this girl, like how she transforms because she's the um yeah. So yeah, inside of his body. So and when he died, then the next generation was eh? But when he reborn, like he came back to Earth as a big guy, eh? Or a kid, and then because the at first was Zumi, was trying to think, and was the of who this young man is. How he knows her name. But then he says, "Do you remember me? Remember the big robot guy? name? Dumb. Maybe Zuku whom? And then she remembers who Zuko is. No. Him, that Autobot that saved her life and everyone. Yeah. And then she froze. Wait, you're Zuko? Yep. I have been reborn. Hmm. As the oh, it's a I forget what a her is. Uh, I try to look up what her there is. So this one Cybertronic. Yeah. So let's copy this one. So yeah. And this is a link. Oh, let's or I can't read that. Here. Name. The child of or by Megatron. Sister by name Lang. I can't read it. Yeah. So
Alias.
yeah. So yeah. And then
Cybertronian.
yeah, Cybertronian. Yeah. So Zuko. Let me get back to where it was. So Zuko tells her that he is a Cybertronian. Like the ones that you see that in that if you haven't seen the animated one, go check it out. It's pretty cool. Where they use the techno on it. So yeah. So I can't find or it was just like these weird mannequin things that like takes the form of everything. Well, the basically, yeah, basically yeah, yeah. So yeah, as as he says that he still has his original memories of it, uh, and yeah. So she was crying. She has her friend back. Yeah. So then he, or actually, let's say Ochako. Oh, was still single, and or so was Momo. So she finds Zuko home, and yeah. So both Momo and Ochako ends up got married to Zuko because and All Might when All Might heard that Zuko is back, he properly introduces himself and all that stuff. So then Momo and Ochako gets married to Zuko and ends up having two robotical kids. Like because Zuko, it was a full like Optimus Prime kind, like Transformer. Then and then the kids were those those ones. Forget what sorry is. So I can't find it. My name. Yeah, it's one of those like things. So like it was the like the I'm trying to think of what I was about to say because I don't have the picture of what they're supposed to look like. I know that sorry, sir, I can't say her name, was one of them, and and I did not believe that she's a child to Megatron. Yeah. So then so let's move on or let's end this. Whatever. So please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.